Welcome to another edition of Chiseled, the trials and tools that transform a man. Let's go into today's motivation with Harold Jackson.
What's going on, gentlemen? Let's talk. Let's talk for a minute. No hype, no cliches, no surface level motivation. I want to speak to that man who's been feeling weighty lately, the one who's carrying a lot of responsibilities. There's pressure, expectations, and you still are trying to keep everything together, including yourself. Because, see, we love results. We admire success and we applaud finished products, but we rarely talk about what it takes to become a finished product. And we'll talk about that later. But let's have a man to man conversation. Let me slow this down. And I want to say this plainly: everyone loves the finished product. And every time I think about finished product, I think about a car that I like. When it was in the manufacturing process, I would not have liked the car, but I love it after it has been fully processed, manufactured, shined up with rims and everything else on the car, and it's in the showroom. I love it then, but I don't love the process. Let's take, for instance, Michelangelo, and we'll be discussing this tomorrow at 7:30. Actually, every Friday at 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Friday at 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Millions of people will stand in front of a sculpture that's that has been sculpted by Michelangelo, and they will just simply stare at it. They'll call it genius. They'll say, "Oh, this is priceless." They'll call it beautiful, but almost nobody thinks about what it cost him. They don't think about the sore hands. They don't think about the dust everywhere, the frustrations, the nights he probably wanted to walk away, the consistent striking of the hammer against the stone. See, we celebrate the masterpiece, but we overlook the chiseling. Now, the block of the marble, before it was admired, it was just a slab, just a rock. It was rough, it was unshaped, it was not impressive, nor was it something that you could say, ooh, it wasn't any of that. Some of you might feel like you're in that space now. You may feel like you're that block. You may feel like you're that rock. You may feel like there's no glamour and no glitz, and there's no hype and no spotlights that are on you. Guess what? I get it. But guess what? There's potential in you. And let me ask you a question as a man, from man to man. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you were that block, that like life looked more like a rough block than a masterpiece? Like you had more pressure than progress, more bills than breakthroughs, and more weight on your shoulders than money in your bank? Have you ever thought about that? Because I've been there. But here's what I've come to understand: that nothing strong is formed without pressure. I want to say that again. Nothing strong is formed without pressure. See, steel doesn't become a garage door or a car frame without heat and force. An iron doesn't remove wrinkles without heat and pressing. And marble doesn't turn into art without something being chipped away. It's the same with us. The season that feels like everything is being stripped away, the season that feels uncomfortable, that season that feels like pieces of you are falling off, that might actually be the shaping. I know you never thought about it like that, but it really just might be that time that you're being shapen or sharpened and formed and chiseled. Um, but what it finds us? And I want to say that again. Fire doesn't weaken steel, gentlemen. It tempers it. Pressure doesn't ruin a man, it refines him. Even in the beginning, we were formed from dust, shaped, and God breathed into our nostrils. He crafted us with intention. That process wasn't random, it was deliberate. So maybe this isn't a punishment. Maybe it's preparation. Maybe the heat, the stress, the stretching, it's developing discipline and stability, depth and character in each and every one of us. Gentlemen, you're not being destroyed. I want to let you know that. You're being developed. And one day, we will understand that. We will understand that when the dust settles. We will understand when the chaos finally makes sense. We will understand when all of what has happened has been revealed and is tied to our purpose. So I want to encourage you today. Don't quit in the chiseling season. There's something being shaped in each and every one of us that's bigger than the moment you're in. So you be encouraged, be strong, be of a good courage, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For God said, I am with you whithersoever thou goest. God bless, be encouraged, and I'll speak with you later. Salute.
What a great thought. Listen, brothers, if you're in a season where it feels like life is chiseling away at you, don't panic. If it feels like pressure is heavy, don't even fold. If it seems like pieces of you are falling off, maybe they were never meant to stay. So stay steady, stay teachable, stay grounded, because what's being built in you right now can't be rushed, faked, or even skipped. And when it's all said and done, you won't just look stronger, you'll be stronger, tempered, focused, and stable. Built with intentions and built to fit in a particular purpose. Keep going, brothers. God bless you. Don't forget to join us tomorrow from 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. God bless you, be encouraged, go in peace, and know that God is with you whithersoever thou goest. Well, click the Zoom link below and let's go tomorrow. Salute.